Oh, we got the potential breakout unfolding right now. What? Hello, traders. Welcome to the pretty early live stream for the development on Bitcoin. Breaking through some inflection points, but there's this one last one at $73,805. And as I'm speaking to you, Bitcoin is testing it. Just moments ago, Bitcoin did just see its highest price since February 4th. And I'm telling you, man, if they can break this one last resistance, as we were discussing on the last stream, I was live, That's where we could begin a major retrace from the all-time high to the lowest low we saw February 5th. So without further ado, let's take a look at the charts, man. Okay, it's really bright here. We're getting more daylight. 4 days. Daylight savings time will be over. Here we are, man. Here we are. Here's the corn. Remember the bullish Gartley? Remember? You can't believe it, dude. The 1414786. I can't. Another one. It was this one. Where was it? It was like, oh yeah, it was back here. It was this 7861414 connection, the shark, unconventional shark, maybe informal shark, and then the legendary bullish Gartley all the way back from 2018 to 2019. If you remember, way back yesteryear. It's just, no one's gonna be talking about this, dude. Like, this is, I'm telling you, it's like, you want some conspiracy theories? Look, man, it's the Gartley. So nice. I have it plotted twice. No, I had it plotted 3 times. Okay, yeah, so look, the 786, virtually 7861414, that magic confluence with an M shape, ushering in a complete and utter reversal. We made an NFT of this. Someone out there owns it. They spent thousands on it. And so, yeah, it ended too with its own informal W shape, but we were not going to go too far into that. But here we are, man. Same stuff. You got to love it. You got to love it, man. It's just little things like that, right? It's like the little things in life. It's, you know, when it starts to rain, you can smell the rain. You can smell the rain hit the ground. What is it? We can smell crazy, like, what is it, 5 parts per trillion of that smell, and that's like an evolutionary trait. So we could find water. It's like that. Finding the 7861414 when an M shape completes after a massive, just ungodly drawdown. So we're not in the woods. We're right there, though. We're right at the tree line. Okay, big tree line right here at 73.8. Where, just understand, do you see why it's such a big deal? It was an old all-time high from March 13th, 2024. Once they broke that again for real in November, you know, it was the election, I know, but look what they did. I mean, there was just no liquidity. It was a massive price discovery breakout where Bitcoin ran up from that break of 73.8. Ran up, my God, dude. 46%, 47%.
Can we check
What's up, Chase?
back at the level making local HLS?
Oh yeah, yeah. SMCI, that thing had been devastated, destroyed. It was weird consolidation though. It wasn't like great. It was like, oh, is it bear flagging? Well, I don't know. It's hugging an inflection zone on the bottom side of it, not the top. That's what I remember looking at it kind of recently. So we'll look. Maybe it's having a favorable day. The macro is recovering as Asia got destroyed last night. I mean, the South Korea market had a circuit breaker trip. Like, what? And then over here on Wall Street in the West, all is well, bro. Get wrecked. Short sellers. And that was like kind of the discussion. Like, how you can't really go short here. It would have been nuts. It would have been crazy going short on crypto, especially. Where it's just like, hey, man, you got M shapes here. You got some higher lows. Not too much on the daily, but the 4 hour was really cool. So let's see if we can break this 73.8 while I'm live or anytime this evening. Because discussing Fibonacci, you could Fibonacci a couple ways, probably. You could anchor from the high from January 14th or just from the high from October, the all-time high. And we have not even seen a 23% retrace yet, 75K. Discussed in last stream, these Fibonacci nodes. Common retrace zone. Major common retrace would be between 85 and 100. I would just think that it's either it'd probably be like 83, 84, and then 91 to 94. Those would be like your target areas if you were playing this Gartley to some degree.
Can we look at Tusk? Appreciate your analysis.
Let's go to JJK. into our the answer would be yes, thank you.
Please look at Velo 3D $Velo. Potential targets.
It's a mega
It lacks
man.
the structure you advocate for, but I have conviction in the product.
Oh.
Long-time supporter and want to know your thoughts.
Oh, we'll see.
Keep up the excellent work.
Sounds promising.
Thanks,
maybe.
Mitch.
Thank you so much. Hold on, sorry. Let's see. Omega 99. Thank you, dude, for the 20. JJK, thank you for the 25. We'll look at Tusk. Chase, we look at SMCI. Thank you for the contributions to this 100% crowdsource stream. Live early for you because we got some price action finally by the grace of God. But I just love that we're getting some price action after a structure that we know. We didn't know it was going to play out, but we were familiar with the pattern, the Gartley. And then the exact same story, a little bit stronger of a story on Ethereum, where there was no controversy with the 786 maybe, because it was an 886. It was the bat pattern. It was beautiful, man. Like absolutely perfect. You can't even make up how perfect this was. And what really kind of made you, remember we were talking about smoking hopium? The hopium smoke came in when they like back tested 1846 as support, and it was like, is that a type 2 return of a small pattern? It could be. And then they just kept like making slightly higher lows, and they kept hugging 1956. Hey,
Edwitz 97 super chatted $49.99. Can we do a wellness check on lease?
wellness check. Yeah, price check, wellness check on LAES. Code Blue. Thank you so much, Witzman, for the Leroy Jenkins contribution, man. Anything 50 and beyond, you get Leroy Jenkins. Thank you so much for that, dude.
32.33 repeating, of course.
At least I have chicken.
We got chicken chat. Okay, we got a potential little breakout going on Ethereum. Kind of like you got your same situations here. Thank you so much, Witz, man. Holy crap, dude. You're here. Witz is here. You're all here, man. It's great. It's just like we've always wanted crypto to do well, but it's not about what we want, like see what they're trying to do. Go back to January 2022 on Ethereum. It's at old swing low. My God, look where it went. Over 3,000 when it ran. It was resistance in May 2022. You can see like the swing high didn't quite get there in April 2023, 2140. You're trading above that, but mainly like why it's so important is like, look at all this liquidity zone. It's such a big deal. Like you're above all of this. You're above all these swing lows back from 2023 to 2020, early 2024. That's where another massive M shape developed and you ran like crazy. So this is a potentially major development, okay, on Ethereum right here, where I don't think we really did the retraces, but you could just be really conservative here on Fibonacci, or you don't have to use Fibonacci. You just go support resistance 24, 2560, 27. These are all like minor. They're not like major levels. Yeah, you would think like above 2160, your like imminent target, if a rally was to continue, would be 2407, the high from December 2023. That's where I think you would be running to after that. But you could use Fibonacci too. You could use the previous major high on the 4-hour. You're nearing 382. Look, 2388 is confluent pretty much with 2400, 2407. 618 is confluent with 2559. 786 confluent with 2724. Pretty nice. Each Fibonacci node is confluent with a support resistance, though it may not be like major. So you just gotta love that, man. Pattern recognition. It was terrible. Then the M shape developed, and we didn't have like high confidence or anything because it wasn't really visible on the daily. But my God, Ethereum trading at its highest price since February 4th, man. So we got 1 month highs. Not even that crazy, right? That's how devastating the end of January, beginning of February was. It was awful, man. So the road to recovery, at least for a retrace, right? We're not saying like intermediate, complete reversal in trend, though it could be. We're just talking about, right, going daily on Bitcoin. So we didn't go the daily. We're just talking about like a retrace. Like, guess what happened? It was pathetic. But from this high point to low point, you retraced almost 38%. Pretty much got to the common retrace zone, though it was shallow, moderate 98.4. You virtually got there before rolling over again. So same type of things can happen. You can retrace commonly, if it's a major retrace, again, discussed 85 to 100 would be your common retrace in between 382 and the 618. Okay, so I just want to make sure. Oh my God, sorry, the audio is too loud. Dude, man. My bad. The stream over. Should I restart the stream? Just end it and redo it, man. Why don't you tell me what's going on, Jimmy? You tell me, man. Well, again, I thought we had a discussion last stream about it where it was like, hey, man, like these little patterns could begin a common everyday retrace from major discernible swing highs to lows. And we have our Fibonacci to help guide us to what those reasonable, moderate retrace levels would be. We discussed them and we're just discussing them again. And you're just on a mega breakout watch. I mean, this is huge. Like, if they can break this, man, think about what history tells us. Straight up and down and up and down. There's just not much liquidity between 73,800 and 91,000. Like, the craziest things you could ever dream of could occur above $73,800. There is like potential. Like they might like, oh, you just hit 81K, 80,900, you know, from November 19th and just craps out. It could, or it could do that and then come retrace. But like eventually you could think about the zone here, like a 23 to 25% zone where Bitcoin could run, and quite possibly a short period of time because it's a momentum driven asset. That's how it goes, man. Like it can actually do it if we get the breakout. So I've been chatting Bitcoin, Ethereum, amazing, gotta love it. I didn't really care too much. I was like more focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum because of these harmonics. I mean, Solana wasn't really showing us that. I mean, it was just a rectangle, and that's okay, right? The rectangle broke out. I mean, highest price since early February, 1 month highs. Cool. I mean, it's a rectangle breakout. Yeah, they held, they defended the structure. Not just that, the $80 level, psychological, going for your highest daily close since February 3rd. It's probably a little more upside to 95.43, but it's that same situation where, like, if they're able to break, I mean, you're breaking a level, but to be safe and conservative, maybe 95. If you can break 95.43, that's like where it is just at the insanity of the limits. Like Bitcoin could run to 91K, 93K. Well, Solana could run to 123, 124, which is insane. But it's not, though. Like, relatively speaking, it's not crazy at all, due to the fact that history shows us straight up and down, and straight down, straight back up, straight down. I mean, it is just, look at this. I mean, history shows you straight up and down, up, down, up, down. It's the same behavior. You're at a point where, like, there is, if Bitcoin does its thing, Solana could have a huge increase in price. But then it would just, right? It would just end up like it's crazy percentage gains from now, but it would just end up being something like, oh, look, you know, like, oh God. And then you roll over later, but it might be April or May. So like, you just got to think you're in a downtrend. You've been in a downtrend for a month, like half a year almost now. But guess what? In downtrends, you can get retraces, common retraces, counter trend retraces, you could call it too. And those can yield a lot of percentage points. So someone could be advantageous about that and make some money. And then they know all that and they get the F out. If say you ran to 124, you would be out. You'd probably exit. Because then you would think about like, oh, up there in the 130 level, I mean, you think from the previous high to low, you're like achieving like a 78% retrace. Like that's like a short seller's value area. Oh man, in a downtrend, I could get a 78% sale on this asset. And then, you know, maybe more aggressive shorters would be like, oh, a lower high locally and a formal bearish back test of 130. And it would be like an up thrust, back test of up thrust thing. That would be an edge for short sellers. But like they might run it up 25% first before all that happens. Okay. So that's, I think, where we're at right now. I think it's pretty cool. Bitcoin is right. Look, as you can see above my head, man, they're really trying to break this level. This could be massive, massive potential breakout on Bitcoin unfolding. So we'd be looking for a back test of 73K. Yeah, of course, at some point, but you just don't know what they'll do. They might run this thing like crazy to 81K, 80K, and then pull it back. Hold on one sec. Sorry. Yeah, they might do that. But, you know, again, like we got to break 73.8. And then look at Solana right now at the highs of the day up 7.2%. Huge pump for these smaller, lesser thans. And then, of course, I mean, we can look at XRP. Everyone loves XRP. That, you know, we were discussing on the last stream that I was live. Maybe it's like a sign of like strength to a degree that like, oh, remember Bitcoin had to go to 786, Ethereum went to an 886, and this only went to a 618, low to high, 61.8% retrace. So it was actually stronger to a degree. Huge engulfing candle ongoing, going for your highest daily close since February 17th. Not even that crazy. 150 will be tested again. If they can break 150, you're looking at 161 up to 166 again, that swing low from April 10th. But if you take out like the crazy scam wicks and stuff like that, and you just want to talk about liquidity zone, 190 could be a target, or you could just think about this pretty well-respected channel that you've been confined in since like July of last year. You could extend this out and just say like 173 from here could be a target on XRP. So yeah, you know, this thing's going to blast off and have a really nice run if the buyers are able to take out this level that they are currently attempting to break right now. On the screen above my head, Bitcoin is up over 8% right now. Come on. Well, it's kind of tough when Ethereum's up 10% today, Bitcoin's up 8%, and it was like, if you literally go back to the live stream from 2 days ago, I was discussing like, okay, remember I'll say, oh, you're gonna have stop loss below like 62, 63, you know, and let this thing ride to the 83s and 91. So it was kind of like, it's really tough to be like, oh, time to long an asset when it's up 8% on the day. You know, that's the best day that Bitcoin's had in a long time, man. When's the last time Bitcoin had an 8% day? Oh, we haven't seen an 8% day, and I can't even tell you. You gotta go, nope, 2%, 4%, 4.3. I don't even like, look, 6.82%. If the gains sustain, I mean, it'll be like the best day Bitcoin's had since March 2nd, which is a bullcrap Trump insider scam pump and dump day. Okay, if you remember, it was a Sunday morning thing. So it was up 9.59% that day, and it was completely wiped out the next day, and then you went lower. So, I mean, this is the best day we've had straight up in a year, like almost to the date. We're a few days removed, I think. But that's like tough to be like time to go long right now. But I mean, we were staring at a Gartley. Like all I can do is like present the Gartley to you. And it's kind of like actually playing out unbelievably. So you can FOMO in right now, but you might take on immediate losses. But this will probably be good if you can break 73.8. I mean, who cares? You break 73.8, you're legit looking at probably like 14% upside all the way to 25% upside. So from here. Okay, huge stuff. Ethereum 10% near highs of day, breaking resistance. This one, same thing. You're just breaking levels where 2,400 is the target right here. I mean, like they could do it in a couple days. Like a 10% more upside on Ethereum above 2160. Amazing. Wow. Fourth lion. I mean, like, when do I ever do that for like Bitcoin? Like almost never. And we talked about that on the stream 2 days ago, just because the M shapes, if you wanted to take a shot on the M shapes, you had the opportunity. It was there. It wasn't like we were saying, oh man, it looks like it's going lower. And at no point saying it was very possible. And it was not like the daily was showing the harmonic and like it wasn't like a huge M shape on the, I guess it's visible on the daily. You can see it, but it was just the 4 hour. People can, you know, play those if they want. And it wasn't that hard to manage risk because all this is happening at liquidity zones, right? This is all happening like, oh, look where they were correlating. You know, this has been here forever. Like this inflection zone, 63,588 to 64,899 has been around literally for like 5 years on my chart. And look how they correlated to it. I mean, they literally like held it once, then twice. And it was the Gartley. I mean, yeah, so I did kind of what I could, you know, and at least like definitely not short. Yeah, 84 years since crypto had life. That's right, man. Can we look at the 4-hour RSI? Yeah, right here. 4-hour RSI. It's not too bad. Not even that bad, man. Let's see. 73.5, 73.4. That's like overbought, but like meh in crypto terms, like 80s typically, like really overbought. So yeah, they're just testing it. You don't know if it's gonna break. You can never be sure. It looks like they're gonna break it, but then they don't. And it's like, oh man, this could be exactly what it reverses. So just know that's why I'm saying breakout watch, not breakout confirmed, right? You would have to break out with a candle close. Then you'd have to back test it to confirm it as a real breakout. And then you'd have to get follow through after that. You have to start running to 76, 74, whatever. So big deal, big stuff. So those are like your cryptos. We looked at the big ones, and now we can look at just like the S&P futures that they're, dude, chop city, baby. Like you would just get chopped up, man. I guess like it is volatile, the downside, upside. They're engulfing. There was a bearish engulfing yesterday. That was a bullish bamboozle, like a bullish engulfing candle today to, you know, disregard yesterday's. So not too far removed from an all-time high, but I mean, like you're still not out of the woods, unfortunately. Like even on lesser time scales, you still gotta like make a higher high. Like, I mean, like it's cool that like, oh, the 67 swing high from October of last year, like they kind of lost it, recaptured, reconfirmed it, and it's just been like 3 white soldiers. Really nice, but still below that 200 moving average. Still not technically making a higher high than what we saw a couple days ago. Definitely a lower high than February 25th, 12th, 3rd, right? So you're still not like, remember I said what would probably need to be done is you'd probably have to break $7,000. That would probably like really confirm that you're not like identifying somebody offloading a position subtly as to not scare anybody or freak anyone out. You did technically make a lower low than all these lows that went back to January. It was technically, I mean, if you care, like on the 4-hour, it was the lowest low of 2026 with a candle close and a wick, intraday, intra wick or intra candle low too. So that's your most recent discernible event on the 4-hour. So I'd feel a lot more comfortable if we could start making higher highs than the previous major highs that we've seen. Other than that, like it's still kind of sus.
Please. I've been
What's up,
waiting
WebDev?
for the right time to buy a big bag. How are we looking? Long-term buy and hold. Thanks.
Thank you, dude. Yeah, we'll look at MicroStrategy. Finally, Michael Saylor can start breathing again. Whew. He can come out of the cave because he was. Are we back? No, he's still a little bit underwater, right? Isn't his cost basis like 76K? Someone back me up on that. Refute it. 73, 76K. We're getting close, man. US dollar tether dominance. Since we're on like the subject of crypto, well, not really, but we're. Ooh, nice. Very nice breakdown. Very nice breakdown we're seeing. It was the same thing though. Flip the chart, dude. Flip the chart. Oh my God, it was a shark pattern. It was like a cipher because you had a mix of. Let's see. No, it wasn't even. Wow, they didn't even make a 786 here, so it was nothing. It was just so strong, man. Like, yeah, good to see. We got a massive bearish breakdown in US dollar tether dominance. So we're targeting for what looks like 7.1%, 7.2%. So that means, like, for real, that really does mean that there's more downside for this. So that means there's more upside on crypto. What it seems like about 2.5 to 3.8% upside on crypto with downside on this. Okay, so it was cool to see 8.175. Like, look, man, this is what kind of reminds me a little bit of like the index funds where you got the high. We had the highest high on the NASDAQ, and then like all these other highs can't rival the highest high, and then you started locally making lower highs, and more lower highs, bearish correlation to the level, and then another lower high locally, and start rolling over. And it's like that to me kind of just a little bit reminds me of what you've been seeing on the S&P, and here's the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ kind of too, but yeah, that's almost like the buyers are starting to catch their footing a little bit, where you had the lowest low, now you got a couple higher lows coming in. So maybe it's we got reaccumulation on the bottom side, but not on the top side. So I'm still sticking with like it's way more neutral in the Nasdaq since like February 5th. For the past month, it's very neutral because you have lower highs than the previous high, you have higher lows than the lowest low from the beginning of February. So still below that 200, but it's still like, okay, step one, you got to break 25.4. You got to get back above the 200 moving average and 25,400, the previous local high. But then you're going to have to go test 25.7 again, and that's not going to be easy to break because they've been testing and failing to do that since early November. I mean, 4 months of failure. So maybe they're trying to recatch their footing, the buyers. That would be great. I mean, it hasn't been the Mag 7 though. The Mag 7 have been really struggling, like hard. So we can look at the Dow Jones futures, and we got some requests. We're gonna look at them. So wow, man, they're trying to hold it up, aren't they? It was a nice fake out yesterday where they rallied into the close, and like they're trying to hold on to this 48,420 level. And I guess the demand line of this like channel, like maybe this is it. Maybe this is like they're trying to put in a bottom right here. Probably have like a supply line. They'll eventually test. They can break that. Maybe it's time to run to 51,600 for an all-time high. Maybe that was it, man. Like the golden mean ratio, right? The 1.618, they hit it. And that was it, really. That's kind of pathetic from sellers. Not very good. Gosh, dang it, man. Out of stock of my shampoo. You got to be kidding me, dude. And I'm like running out of... Dang, man. Let me just order this real quick before I forget. Dude, that's like gut wrenching. Okay. So I'll order a couple bottles or something. Sheesh. Okay. Proceeding to checkout. Going to checkout. All right, I have placed my coconut shampoo order. It is done, so I'll be all right. Okay, so then we look at the Russell 2000 futures. Very nice. Good recovery. I like how yesterday they virtually took it down to the old high from October. Kind of tested as support. Man, they're just not letting this thing go lower, are they? Not really. Dang, man. Like they still are. It's kind of like, ugh. Maybe there is distribution. You are below the 200 moving average, but like, man, it's just like you're at a crossroads right here. Like they take it above 26.89, you're probably good again. But until then, you just don't know. What if they like literally they did what they did today, and then they just put in another local lower high? I mean, and roll it over again. So it's really it's hard to trust literally right now because we need more data. We need better data. Data that would take us above probably 2,700. Okay. Don't even know, bro. You were scammed. I don't. You fell for a cult. That's it. You fell for a cult. You were scammed. He's been continuously rugging you. It might be up today because the whole macro is up. Like, wow, that's how crypto works. But you were rugged. Okay. And you'll never get rich owning that. Just being, and you can like talk crap because if you're an indoctrinated cult member, you'll take that personally, and no matter what, you'll never listen to anyone tell you the truth, even if like you don't believe it, you wouldn't listen. So I'm just telling you, like you fell for a scam, and you fell into a cult, a real one, an actual financial cult. It's pretty wild. Okay, that people are actually still asking about that, like unironically, like, dang, dude, are you for real? Like how low does the price of the asset need to go for you to finally be like, yeah, it was a grift, like everything else. There was no difference about it than anything else in terms of investment. Who gives a crap about my protocol? It doesn't matter if like a protocol, are you using it for real every day in your life? Are people using it? Are they adopting it? You know the answer is literally no, right? You know that no one in the world is actually utilizing that platform for everyday life and providing real goods and worldly services to other people, and it's not doing any of that, and you know it deep down. You just love the way the guy talks. He's charismatic, man. He has his designer clothes. He talks real smart, man. He's like the best car salesman in the universe. We know that. That's why the cult succeeded so well for him and literally no one else. Okay. Just being real. So, all right, those are the index funds. Let's look at gold and silver. They plunged yesterday. And man, you gotta, was worried about maybe something like that happening. It was like kind of rising wedge. Remember, it overshot and kind of like broke out of the wedge. But then like, oh no, I hope, like, well, I think even talked about like, oh, it might be like a fake breakout. And it was. And now, unfortunately, this is the kind of scary part, Gold Bros. Like, I'm just being real, okay? Right? I'm just gonna shoot you straight. I'm not here to like get anyone's hopes up or like lead anyone in on a bad path. But like, man, my God, dude, it was a failed bullish breakout of a rising wedge pattern after possibly a blow off top. And they blasted through the top to the bottom. They broke down. So the wedge, we have a confirmed bearish breakdown with the candle close. And today, pretty much at the highs, they like went to formally test it as resistance, and it's been selling off since the high point of 5209. Not really great, man. I don't really like the way that looks. That makes me feel like, oh, it might be going lower. And if you want to talk about a target for lower, probably like 48.75. Sick watches though, bro. Yeah, dude, totally. Yeah, nice Lambo, bro. So yeah, that's to me kind of concerning. Like the data, the new piece of data from yesterday and now today concerns me. Like no shadow on the bottom side, just immediately rallied and it's getting sold into. It's like, okay, I could bet you that this is probably not gonna, they will probably see a shadow on the bottom side or you will see red. So I would just be wary. Like you had like the run has been so unbelievable, man, on gold. You're just, it's just, you're starting to get to a point where the risk is getting really high. And I'm just talking, it's a commodity. Like you look at gold as gold. I mean, like we're not talking about we're going to crash to zero or anything like that. Of course not. But like, man, maybe a more meaningful correction or maybe a situation where like other assets that exist out there have been destroyed and might possibly outperform gold for a while because gold has just been the gold show. It's been like the Truman Show, dude. Oh, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then it's like, well, eventually, like, you know, the Truman Show ended and it's like runs like this, these multi-year uptrends, they eventually go into correction or correction mode, which can just be sideways. But again, I'm not saying like, oh, we're screwed. We're going to zero. I'm just saying like maybe after something like this, like there just might be better places for opportunity because you had your opportunity. And now it's just like the risk is getting higher of like maybe a situation where just gold doesn't have to collapse, but gold might go sideways. And that means like you're not going to be able to make yield on gold if it's going to go sideways for months. So other assets might just outperform gold for a while, you know, for months. There's something to look at. Think about, you know, gold's still bullish. Okay. Yeah. I understand the fundamental aspects. I'm just thinking about the technicals. I'm playing devil's advocate here. Like we try to find Gartleys after decimation, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, they kind of had them and it was like, this is very interesting. This is kind of like where you would like to see an M shape develop. This definitely means like, you better not be shorting, you know, like good gods. We could be going for just a common retrace of Fibonacci. And what does that mean? Like, what if like, oh, we could just be going for a common retrace of Fibonacci on gold, you know, like one of these swing lows, you could swing low it to highest high. And what if they just take it down to like the 200-day moving average around 4K? It wouldn't be the end of the world, but it would be tough on your portfolio if you were like heavy in it, you know what I'm saying? So, okay. Silver up about 2%. It was nasty, dude. It was an ugly fugly sell off. My God, this thing was down like 12% at the lows in the morning. Like woke up and I was like, dang man, this thing got wrecked. And then like I kept looking at the chart and it just gives like, whoa, what's going on? It's getting obliterated. I think at the lows it was down from the open. Yeah, 13.2% on your second largest market cap asset in the entire world, man. Wow. So, kind of bad, right? If you're talking about technicals, right? We're talking about levels. And technically bad means like if you want to have a bullish bias, hey man, I want the price of silver to continue higher. Well, for those bros, it's not a good situation because you had a dark cloud cover that someone did mention in the stream. I can't remember. It was one of y'all. Y'all mentioned the dark cloud cover. I'm like, you know, it is there. We got to get follow through. Guess what happened? There was a follow through candle that confirmed the validity of the dark cloud cover. Yikes. Scary thing about that rally is, well, low point to high point or high point to low point. That's dead cat bounce territory. I mean, it from the highest side to the lowest low, they retraced it 53%. And just happened to be where the dead cat bounce definition lies, where it exists. You had a Japanese candlestick reversal. Not good variables, okay, to start it off. Not great, man. And then what's happening today is starting to become more unfortunate, where at the beginning of the day earlier, silver had a nice rally up to 86.72. Very, very volatile. My God, man, this is not trading like a precious metal, trading like an S coin. And since that 86.72 zenith today, they've pulled it back, man. And it's not really so much the pullback, down almost 4% off the highs. It is where they're pulling it back to. As you can see, this swing high from December 29th. That's a big deal, man. That's a big resistance support, as they had tested and failed February 11th and 12th. So it's like, it would lead one to believe if it's really gonna close like this, you got plenty, 2 hours, right? But if it's real, it would be like confirming, hey, what was once a resistance was broken, confirmed yesterday. A confirmed bearish breakdown below a support resistance of $84. Today would be, if it stays like this at close, by close, confirmed what was once a resistance is now resistance again. That's, again, a form of confirmation, and that's not good. Again, if you want the price of silver to be going higher, these are not the things you're looking for. These are not the variables you want to, the price action you want to exist for higher. And you just got to be really concerned about now a dark cloud cover at a dead cat bounce threshold, or that's... So I'm going to say about silver right now, okay? It was unbelievable, right? 50 to 126 or 21. You got to be kidding me. But now...
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
Party could be over for a while. Okay, you might be ending up... I mean, like, this thing could be done. Like, this could be over. People say, no way, man. It may not be, right? It may... Oh, dude, we're going to go to, like, 130, but... This is what dead cat bounces look like, okay? It just... is what they look like, unfortunately. So I'd be very cautious. Like silver, the risk is extremely high right now for holders. Physical, who cares, right? You know, we own physical. I got my silver chain. I don't really give a crap. I will hold that. My bloodline will inherit that, okay? My children and their children after them. But for paper, silver, and gold bros, it might be painful for a while. It could very well be. And I'm not saying, hey, I know. I'm just saying, right, like the risk is higher. It's extremely elevated when you scale out and you look at what they did. Like that was a blow off top by all definitions, man. Are you kidding me? Silver lost 26 to 27% of its value in a 24-hour period. Yeah, that's blow off top situation. So, but it's okay, man. Maybe we're gonna be all right. You know, like, hey. Like if you don't care about any of that, you can just be like, bro, dude, smoke your joint and be like, dude, 150 by June, dude. Okay. I'm just saying, it's like, man, there was such a good opportunity for us. Our year was made because of silver last year and this year. And now it's like, okay, well, sitting on hands and kind of see, maybe there's probably better places that are lower risk and higher reward opportunities. And I certainly think there are better opportunities for upside than silver right now due to the party just ended, dude. The lights just turned on. Security is kicking everyone out right now. Like, dude, you got to go, man. What are you doing? Did you not you just missed the biggest rave in 50 years. Like, it's on the news. It was all over X and Twitter. It was viral. Like, you had all these cameos. Like, what? Cristiano Ronaldo was there. Tom Brady was there. Jake Paul was there. It was a crazy party. But the lights are on, dude. It's over. Probably. And if it's not over, the probability is high that it is. And that's all we can kind of go off of is probabilities. And so we're going to be looking for the next silver, which kind of was like U.S. oil. It was kind of oil, bro. Hold on a sec. Did we actually do it? Let me pull it up real quick, okay? Because remember, it was gold and silver. It was metals. And then after what? It was then... What the heck? Where is it? Let's see here. Can you see this? You can. So this is oil. We didn't quite get it. Gosh, maybe we did. 7808 was target one of this trade setup on US oil. It was just, dude, the same M shape we identified on Ethereum. Same one. 7808. We got as high as 7798. God, man, we were literally one dime, 10 pennies from target one of this setup, man. So freaking close. But like you think, okay, that what happens? They can come and fill the gap. It won't matter. Like they could do this. Oh no, it's over for US oil. What happens when they put in a higher low and then do this? Like, I mean, that's quite possibly, this is like potentially a trend reversing harmonic here. Maybe like Bitcoin, Ethereum, at least for a major retrace to like 81 and 93 or whatever. So it doesn't even matter. Like this thing is just it's the genesis, the beginning, man. Okay. So you're just looking for, oh, okay, there's like it's been beaten down for a long period of time, for literal years. Then the M shape develops, and then the buyers recapture. Extremely important support resistances where there's like consequences back in time, and then oh look, they back test the breakout and it's confirmed as support now. It was resistance, it's now support. Supply lines broken, 200-day moving averages recaptured. Look, they just rectangled it kind of, and then there was no. I mean, like yeah, I guess it was maybe for the first time ever. It was like the closest we had gotten to like a premeditated invasion bombing situation, because it was like, it's all over Twitter, man. Like it is like this methodical, oh look, we're able to like watch all our ships go across the Atlantic Ocean, and it took a while, man. It took weeks for that mobilization period to conclude. So maybe like, but like right, this began its development on my birthday. It completed October 17th and of last year, and then they took it a little lower and it's like, oh man, is it over? It's like, it looks like they tried to grab liquidity. They tried to stop out some people, and then it started rallying again. It's like, okay, this is very interesting. You now have the pattern that is not invalidated yet. It just kind of hopped a little bit, but it all became like really like good January 27th when they broke all the key levels at the same time. And then they back tested February 3rd. And it was just at that point, hey man, you can just enter and be in this thing. Easy to set up your stop loss. We don't act like we know. A great place to strategize, and you knew your upside potential was maximum because it was the bottom, the bottom of support, and then your target would be like the top of a resistance, which was 75 to 78. So, okay. Let's look at these. Esteban, not yet, but don't worry, man. Don't worry. Soon. One day. And if not, I have blood. Okay, I have blood that will gladly Accept my treasures, okay? I already talked about. Okay, let's see here. What are these requests, man? We've been going, man. I'm almost an hour now. Holy crap. Got to take my pre-workout in about 20 minutes, which is fine. I'll do it live, man. Chug stream. Okay, so unfortunately, during all this conversing about the situation, monitoring the situation, you can look above my head, Bitcoin did not break out. That's the thing I'm talking about. It looked like it was gonna, and it's like, maybe they could bring it down to 71.7. We might luck out and they take it to 70,000 for about the resistance. Resistance might flip support. The harmonic top, 70,890. Like, these are all candidates on a pullback, which would be great. You know, they'd get it out of the 70s on the RSI on the 4-hour. You get another little pullback, but at this point, you're in kind of good shape on this impulse for Bitcoin, because like they could take this thing, man. They could take it all the way down back to 66.5 and it's still fine. Like, you got to understand that because they've spent some time, right, since February 6th, since that selling climax. My trip to Europe, man, that day. Me and the airplanes, man. So they spent time putting in higher lows, and now you have a higher high than previous highs. And so it's like, oh, we have like the ability to definitively say that there's a potential short-term trend reversal unfolding before our very eyes as of today. And if they pull it back here, they could deep retrace from the previous low from yesterday. As long as a pivot, the selling concludes higher than 66.5, you're legit fine. That's what's so great about this situation. You're now in good shape on any pullback on Bitcoin. Now you start falling below 66, it's starting to get a little weird, but then you still have like a magnitude of support at 63.588 to 64.9. So you're good. Anything above 63.6 is solid, actually, on Bitcoin for now. Okay, so don't be scared about a pullback. Pullback might just be another opportunity. All right, good stuff, man. Let's sorry, I just wanted to talk about that 4-hour failure to break 73.8. What do you want, man? Come on, dude, leave it alone. Leave Bitcoin alone. It had its best day in a year. It's so far, it's having its best day. Like, remember a year ago, we saw like a 9.5% day, but it was immediately wiped out the next day on Monday, and it went lower. So hoping this sustains, and it's not any of that. Let's first request, man. Where you at, dude? Let's see. That would be SMCI for Chase. Sorry about keeping y'all waiting. That's just how it goes, right? I try to do the market analysis with education and stuff. And then after the analysis, going across the markets, right? That's virtually the name of the stream, across the markets. Then we get to the requests after I've been able to provide that value for everyone. Now you got SMCI, and it's like, yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Like, it's very weird here. It's like, what kind of consolidation is it? You know, problem is, like, they ran it up. It's just like the buyers failed and failed and failed just so many times, and it's like there's just less than before, and now it made a lower low than the local previous low from September 5th. But yeah, a liquidity zone for sure. Definitely a liquidity zone, like from October 2023. There was a spring back test in May of 2025 before they ran it up to $62 and change. So I'm not really sure about, like, you certainly have a structure, right? You have a consolidation structure that has been in development for a minute. I mean, probably since late November, but I'm not sure if it has a bullish bias behind it, really. It's like yesterday, oh God, not good. Today, hey, great, you're up 6% almost, and you're back above the key inflection zone. 31.22. Show you. So it's like a swing low as well. Swing high and swing low, 2023, multiple times, right? Spring back test, right? They broke it and then they back tested it. So you know it's very real. So the fact that they recaptured it is great. But it would be cool if they do recapture it. Maybe they do confirm it as support, as you know, before they go higher. But I'll just be like, you requested it, okay? You requested it. I don't really think you're in an uptrend right now at all. You're not. You're literally not in an uptrend. By definition, there's no consecutive higher highs, higher lows at all. All that's happened is you've been destroyed utterly. And you hit the lowest price you'd seen since April of last year, recently, mid-January. So it's like you don't have a trend behind you, but you might have just that whole ability to construct a trading plan, but you might not have an edge, right? Like, I don't know if the structure screams, hey, man, you have a greater than 50% chance of the outcome being higher soon, imminently, but you do have the ability to construct a trading plan, right? You want to have both, right? You want to be able to manage your risk optimally. You kind of have that. You could set up an entry. I know exactly where you could set a stop loss, and you probably could target for 40 bucks or maybe higher if it played out, but that's the problem, right? You want to have that on top of identifiable, predictable, studied, researched patterns that are everyone in the market, bots, algorithms, all of them can identify effortlessly. And I look at this structure down here. I just don't know if I see that. Like, what is it? Like, I see nothing really. It's like, oh, it's a real pattern. It's at a key level. So you could be, what I mean is like, okay, you might have, if you're okay with having a 50% chance, a coin flips chance of this failing or succeeding, typically not what you want, right? You want to have good cards. When you're playing poker, you want to have ace, king, ace, queen suited. You want to have pocket aces. You want to have a good position. You want to be on the button, right? You want to have pocket tens, jacks, kings, right? You want to have good hands. And so the structure and the analogy with poker and trading is the structure is your hand. Okay. You want to have a good hand. And then like where the asset is correlating to a key level is virtually your position at the table, right? You don't want to be small blind. You want to have, you don't want to be like whatever the position is where you're behind the button. Or you don't want to be the person like the button is next to you. You don't, trying to think. I haven't played poker in a minute, but anyway, it's like the position is you got that. You have a good position, but I don't know if you have good cards. Does that make sense? Yeah, you're like on the button maybe here. You're around that spot. But your cards, you might have like Jack 10 or Jack 8 or something. You don't, like you might be dominated. But you could have, and there you go, 2.2 to 7 to 1 isn't even that. You don't have 3 to 1. You want to have 3 to 1 reward to risk. And for the next, like even like saying, forget it, we're using our imagination, it's going to be above 35.50. It goes to 39.72. You still aren't equitable if you're just trying to set a stop loss below that these swing lows 1 and 2 here that are higher than this low, which I would think like 1 and 2 and maybe 3 with a form of confirmation. So you might have to use Fibonacci from your previous high to low to try to target and not use resistance, that is a 382. So it's like, dang, man, that might be the first stop. So you'd have to like you'd have to like take profit for this to be equitable and have a strategic stop loss. And it'd be a 3.45 to 1 reward to risk. And then you could you can have a 618 as your second target, or you just say, forget it. It's going to be a 50% and a 786. And then your last target could be near 100% retrace. I mean, I'm trying to talk, like you paid me money, right? So I'm trying to break this down in ways. So if there is accumulation, if there is a 3 rising valleys here with like a local confirmation low in the third valley, that's probably where you'd have your stop loss if you're going to enter today. And you'd have to be taking profit at 43.30 and beyond. You couldn't, unless you wanted a really tight stop, which I wouldn't recommend. You really do want to strategize your stop losses. And I think that strategizing would be February 19th and March 3rd's low at this point. Anyway, so to give yourself some breathing room. Does that make sense? Chat, anyone? Is that helpful? It's trying to help everyone, right? On their trading journey. So making analogies like that can be helpful. Joseph, oh, thank you, man, for the kind words. Thank you, dude. Did my music stop? I think it did. Good God, it's leg day today. I'm not excited about that, dude, at all. Leg day is going to be terrible. Just an idea, okay? And I guess I'll publish this too. I mean, it makes sense, like where your stop could be. It could look, dude, the thing about this one, you could get stopped out tomorrow, but you get everything, right? You get, it's a key level being recaptured. You might have a local form of like accumulation going on here, and you're at good levels at least. I just don't know if you have a true strong edge. It's not the strongest trade setup, right? You can have stronger trade setups than the one that is being presented right here, okay? SMCI. Easy to, you know, size it up, but you want to be able to size it up easily and have an increased probability than 50% that it's imminently going higher. So all you have is maybe a chart pattern and a technical indicator, which is kind of like the recapturing of that key level. That's it. You don't have any trend. No trend. Okay. Hopefully that is helpful. If not, sorry. I do the best I can, and sometimes that's not enough, you know? I think that's the way it is for everyone in life. We do our best, and you have to say it is enough for yourself, because that's all you can do. Just an idea, man. Okay. Web dev movie. Thank you, man. Really kind words. Thank you, dude. William, yes. Okay, so we can go to the next request. Sorry, that took a minute, but hey, man, when there's kind of possibly an opportunity, like, kind of want to go into it a little bit more. The next request. That's for Chase. The next one's for JJK. He wants Tusk. I think we looked at this more recently. Mammoth Energy Services. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's remember, dude. Oh my God, dude. This is it. This is it, bro. Time to long. Like, get out your portfolios and go long on Mammoth. This is probably it, bro. If not, yeah, we were looking at this as a godlike, man. This is a dream. I know we already posted about this because it might have been JJK himself that requested this before, but someone did, and it's a dream, man. It's everything you could want. You have a confirmation low. You have forms of bullish divergence on the second low, even. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is you're targeting for 726, chat. How can we size it up? You're a little far off 184, man. Like, it's going to be, because they could take it down again and they could try to stop people out. They really could. You are not anywhere near the most optimum entry at this point, unfortunately. Yeah, you would almost have to settle for a $2 stop loss, which is a lot. But your upside potential, if you don't get stopped out, is insane. You have an 8.39 to 1 reward to risk. Even if you were going to be conservative as F, 4.3 to 1 for that swing high right there. You see, there are multiple swing highs there. Incredible. Yep. Incredible setup here. You're not optimum. You wish to God in December. I was too busy in making life-changing money in silver to give a crap about anything energy at that point. But that was definitely the best. The closer you were to the bottom of this trading range. So if you could, but like, you could still try, man. You can still, like, you're late to the game. Not really though, right? Because there's, from where you are right now, first step part one, 91% upside potential just for a conservative target of 480. Target 2 though, my God, 182%. This is incredible, man. Incredible. So I'm going to publish this. I know there's a better entry closer to 167, but the reason why you could try to give it a shot now is because they've already done one test and two. Like, it'd be a little more suspect if they didn't confirm the bottom of the trading range as support, 1 and 2. So now they're putting in like a slightly higher low. They're trying to recapture the 200 moving average for the first freaking time since November of 2024, mind you. I'm just going to go ahead and publish this. I know it's not the best entry. The best entry certainly was or is 165 to 160. But this is like us taking a chance. on a sector that has been really hot. We have 3 targets, whatever. I'll just do it. Okay, I know I might get burnt. It's not FOMO though, like you get it, right? This is certainly not FOMO, but it's harmonic patterns, technical indicators, chart patterns. You could say trend analysis.
Can we also look at STIM? We got the type 2 with bull div.
Cheers, Brown. Thanks, dude. We'll look at STIM. Yep. Absolutely, man. Let me publish this real quick in the Patreon, Citadel. Thank you, dudes. It is the 4th of March, 4th best day to join Patreon, Citadel, where you get access to these trade setups, education, access to premium Discord chat, but above all, you're supporting a content creator who never monetized ever on YouTube. No sponsorships, no affiliate marketing links shoved down your throat. Nothing. It is pure technical analysis. That is it, man. So yep, there we go. Perfect. Patrons, there you go for your ping. All right. Amazing, man. Amazing. Good request. Good to see Tusk. Roll Tide, by the way. I mean, come on. Really? Tuscaloosa, Alabama, baby. You probably got yourself like, look at this. Shoot, man. Add to it. We're jumping across an effing creek right now, chat. Do you understand? The jump across a creek, man. Right? In the trading range. From the top of the harmonic, right? You have anchor point 1 and 2. You broke it, man. Broke it in the 200. This is beautiful setup, man. Chief Tuscaloosa into chats. Sorry, my groceries are coming, so look right, man. Okay, let me check my notes here. Dang, man. Phenomenal. That was Tusk. Now the next one on the list is for A Maga. He wanted Velo, VELO. Sorry, man. I got to take my pre-workout in 3 minutes. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Pretty interesting. I mean, again, risk management wise, you could take a shot. You could give it a shot, man. Hold on one sec, chat. Gosh. Okay, yeah, so this one's interesting, man. It's like a zone here. How I plotted the zone, it's kind of like 865 to 1010 is your support zone. All right. There you go. They recapture what you would really want. You may not get it, man. Hey, you may never get any of this stuff. But my God, if you could get something like this and then comes back down and you get something like this, bro, that's what I'd be talking about right there. That form of confirmation. Tusk had the form of confirmation. SMCI had a little local form of confirmation. You don't really have that on this one at all. By the book, you don't. But it did break a supply line of this correction. Yeah, they did break that. It's really cool. It would just, again, do you want to give yourself an increased probability of a more resounding recovery? Because I think that you would, it would be prudent to wait for that. Hold on. I'm trying to make this kind of perfect here. Okay. You just want a check back. Another one if you could get it. I think. But maybe you don't. Maybe that was it, and it's gonna go higher now, and that can happen. Those things occur, sometimes, and whatever. You'd probably be targeting for $23, but I would prefer on Velo if we could get one more test here. But yeah, it does look like everything's turned. How did it start? Oh my God, dude! So fun. Charts are so fun. A Maga, dude. How about this, man? How about this? You want to see how it be the genesis of all this? Oh, look, dude. Well. There it is. There it is, man. The beginning. of it all. It's the Gartley. 886-1618. Gartley. Beautiful, though. That is so sexy. And then what happened? A rally, and then a higher low, and then a higher high, and then a back test, then the highest high, then another back test. And it's like we're in an uptrend. We're uptrending now, it seems like. So it's like we just want to get now predictable patterns, forms of confirmation to strengthen our argument that because when you get a second test that's visible in the daily, you get the probability is way higher that that's coming next. Right now, you don't really know if it's just going to go now. But if you get positive price action correlation one more time and it's visible, then you know you're not just flipping a coin. You're flipping an extremely weighted coin where there's a 65% chance of that coming next. So it'd be nice to wait. But I got to take this pre-workout.
At Vincent LeChapelle, 7432.
Who does it, man?
$36.58. Hey, Mitch, nice to see you in the afternoon. Can you
Yes,
look
brother.
at Hover? Thanks a lot.
Vincent, do you know what you've just done? You just one-upped Wits. And Wits doesn't like being one-upped, Vincent, at least the first time. So thank you so much, dude, for the... Wait, never mind. I thought it was... What did it say? Sorry, 50 Canadian. So never mind. Wits did... Okay, sometimes you do the 74, the 50. I'm not sure. So it was 36. Okay, Wits is still number one. He got you beat. But yeah, we can certainly look at Hover. Okay, thank you, dude. I just got to take this pre-workout. In fact, the requests going forward after the pre-workout hits my stomach will be probably superior to the ones that I've been doing. So you give me 1 second, and I will return. Bitcoin's still above that, right below that 73.8 level. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit the like button, that bullet sub. Going to work hard today. Good requests. Hang tight.
At Vincent LeChapelle, 7432 super chatted $36.58.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, my groceries had like come at the same time. So it was like bad convergence right there. Excuse me. Yeah, so Velo, not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, someone could take a higher risk long on it now, but it would be more prudent and you'd have a better chance of success if you got a second test. That again was for Amaga. Thank you, dude. And then Wits now. Witsu was now just one up. By the way, thank you so much, Vincent. As I was about to chug my pre-workout.
Bitcoin equals orange. Trump equals orange. Coincidence? I think not. Text screen game over. Go turquoise white horns.
with Pulp, man. Thanks for the 420. Very interesting thought process. Yes, yes. Bitcoin and Trump orange, man. Yes, and then my
Opinions on
pre-workout
rare earth
also
prices
orange.
going into the next month.
What's up, Sam, dude? Rare earth price going. Well, I mean, RMX, man. Let me get to these requests, and I'll see what I can do. I'm just limited on time now. My workout starts at 4, so I gotta like get through these. So just understand that. Like, just limited here. Okay, LEAS, yes, wellness check. That's not a good, not good verbiage. But dude, come on, man, it's perfect. Are you kidding me, man? Weren't we just like back here, or was it DGXX? This is it, man. You want to re-long? This is it, bro. Wits, are you there, man? Don't tell me Wits already left, dude. It's all, the stage is set. If you want a new trade setup, we can do it right now. Like, I don't even think you got stopped out. It's up 8.5. I don't care what it's up today. It's so simple, man. It's just like target 1 could be the C point. Sure. Target 2 could be the A point. You could just Casey Stubbs it. You could be aggressive harmonic trader. A and C. C and A gets the TNA. Your target 2 could just be this high point at 1098. So simple.
At Wits 97 super chatted $49.99.
Oh my God. Wits just one-upped Vincent, man. Vincent, are you gonna take that, man? Are you gonna take that, man? Thanks so much, dude. Holy crap, Wits, man. Wits, this is your request right here. And it's like what you see situation. It's like for all the newcomers, like we had like a decent amount of new patrons that joined, like for the first time throughout the past few days. And so it's like, okay, maybe they didn't see this trade setup. It's like, well, we can just repost it. It's so simple. So freaking simple. Okay. And I'll just do it like that. I'll have the people like, well, why is that your target there? And it's just like, well, because it is by the book how people can aggressively trade harmonics is the top of the harmonic can be 2 different targets, and then your third target can be just another inflection point from history. And then if you wanted, you could be even crazy. You could be, oh my God, target 4 is $26. But let's just go with this for now. This is traditional targets, nothing crazy. It's just a setup, man. I'll just post it again. I'll be like, part 2 Boogaloo. Dude, I can't believe you said Boogaloo, man. I used to like you, man, until you said part 2 Boogaloo. And then now I don't like you anymore. Trend analysis and harmonic patterns, technical indicators, sure. You could say it's even freaking more than that, but it's freaking beautiful, man. So thank you for the revisitation situation. I'll be like, Lay's part 2. Lay's updated setup or something. Updated setup for newcomers or something, right? That's what I'll say. Updated setup for newcomers. There you go, man. Freaking nuts. It's freaking nuts. I just hope the world doesn't collapse, you know? If the world doesn't collapse, we're so freaking good on some of these, man. We're in such good shape. Look, think about like the psychology here. I don't want to spend too much time because I got to go soon, but like, you're just like looking at like in an uptrend. You're looking at sellers really try so hard. They completed the M shape. They tried November to break support. They tried in December in a rally. And then they tried again. They really tried February 5th. And they tried on the 17th. And they tried on the 24th. And they tried on March 2nd. They've just like, they just literally sold their souls to Satan to break 350. And they failed. Like for months, the whole year of 2026, they have failed. They have attempted and failed to break 350. They couldn't do it, man. So guess what? These sellers about to relent. They're like, I can't. This is obvious. There are not enough of us effing sellers here. So I'm done trying. We're about to get wrecked. So they just quit. Sellers will just give up. And that's what you're witnessing right now. The utter amount of effort and failure from the sellers, and they will give up. And now we're recapturing the 200-day moving average. You've been skating along it, but this is a huge day today for LAES. Okay. So Wits, man, thank you so much, dude. Hype in the chat. Sorry, I'm probably spending too much time on these. Pre-workout's beginning to affect me. It's hitting the blood-brain barrier or something, dude. Web Dev Nuvi next. MicroStrategy, a huge gap up 11%. Structurally, I don't know. No structure, right? It's just been devastated. It's not like Bitcoin had a Gartley, you know, Ethereum had a bat. It was just kind of like it was destroyed. And then like they rallied and then it went sideways. More, it looked a little bit more like XRP, right? And it just gapped up and like, what if you're up 11% today? What do you do? Like, I don't see a structure that is, again, we're always looking for those structures that are predictable, identifiable, research studied, with like proven success rates. You don't have a pattern like that here. You just don't. So you want a good entry? Well, I mean, look, you're always looking for liquidity zones, support, resistance, and like, unfortunately, even if you wanted like maybe one here, like right there, 123.59, the closer you are to that, maybe the better it could be for you, you know, maybe if you wanted to try. But you're too far removed now. I mean, like the upside, they could take it to 174 from here. Like history shows that might very well be what's up. But there is that 153 they might test and then pull it back. But again, like most that see today, we've had some extremely good requests and some follow through, or like not follow through, but like some follow up on some requests that we had already found that were good, and like they'll just will reiterate how good they look again. Very good. But it was because they had great structures and patterns identified, right? They're there, like they're undeniable. Here, like it's just more like this is gonna go up if Bitcoin goes up. So it might be a way for you to be levered on Bitcoin. So that's gonna be harder to address a risk management plan if you're gonna try to play it like that. You might as well just be in BitX if you wanted to, or iBit or something versus MicroStrategy. This is a levered Bitcoin play. If Bitcoin breaks 73.8 and we run to 83 real fast, this will easily be at 174, 178. It is unquestionable. This will perform wonderfully if Bitcoin breaks out. And you were just look above my head. Like that's how close we are to a breakout, where there's just nothing there for thousands of dollars, like almost what, $10,000. So that would be extremely good for MicroStrategy if that happens. So that's all I can tell you. Okay. Web Dev Nuvi. Thank you, man. Let's see here. STEM for Chase. Thank you, Chase, man. Neuronetics. Oh, yeah. Dude, here. Sweet mother of Jesus. Unbelievable. We're back, baby. They're holding it. It's the easiest play of your entire effing life. It could be. Like it might be. Like you have like bullish divergence now. Like in that negative momentum is complete. It's about to be completely gone. Like it's about to switch to positive. My God, the maturation of divergence on the type 2 return. It's like straight out of Scott Carney's book, man. Look at it. About to flip positive for the first time since February 2nd. Meh. But dude, look at the level that goes back to 2020. This is ridiculous, man. Now, there's always like stuff they can do. They could like stop loss hunt and stuff like that. They could take it a little lower. Oh no. And then they recapture it. So like, it seems like a no-brainer on how one would like size this up. Like easy, what were your stop loss maybe below, like maybe below $1 or something like that to be really loose. I mean, they could even be stupid and like take it to 105 down there because it's like your zone. Like you just, you know, it's not, it can't always be like extremely, sometimes they just F around, man. And like they could like, oh, it rallies a little. And then they take it a little lower, and then you get like triple bullish divergence, and the setup becomes even better, actually. And like I'm saying, like they take it a little lower on the RSI in that same regard, and they get it to like oversold one more time, and then you get crazy bullish divergence like this on the RSI. Like they could do that. Stop loss hunt, liquidity grab, So like, don't even think like, even if it fell below 126 and like went to 105, it'd still be a valid and amazing setup. So that's like all I can give you on that. I mean, I could easily set up, I could do a trade setup right now, you know. It would be viable, but I just know they could try to grab some liquidity and stop loss hunt. So your stop, if you were going to try to long it right here, you'd probably want to, I know it'd be like, you know, $1 or maybe less than like 99 cents or something. You could get away with taking profit at like almost the January 28th peak. I mean, you're 3 to 1 right there. It's kind of crazy being the most dumb conservative trader ever. Like, oh, but yeah, 206 is there. You can't. If you're trying to strategize below this swing low from October 2023, and you're just worried about a little bit more divergence they develop with a slightly lower low, you'd probably have to settle for 234 for a 3 to 1 minimum. And that's conservative. Like, if this plays out for real, dude, oh my God, it's like target 2, like 460. What is that? I mean, like, for real. Oh, just 244% upside if this doesn't fail. That's so crazy, man. Think about it. It's like a 10 to 1 reward to risk. And then your target 3 could be 684. What is this? Medical specialties? I have no idea, man. Like, it could be like that, or you could take profit at the A point too. That'd be prudent. That's fine too. A and C. Okay. So you're onto something for sure. Like, this is the way it could be sized up. It's not gonna be like, I just got a feeling it's not gonna be sunshine and rainbows and butterflies down here. But my God, even if it's not, you stay above $1, you're good as F on STIM. Get it like STEM, like a STEMI, like a stimulus, like a stim pack or something, like medical. Oh, nice. So you got harmonic patterns, and then like chart patterns, potential double bottom, and technical indicators, potentially bullish divergence, right? And they could add more and it'd still be valid and viable. So there you go. Neuronetics, man. Very interesting down here. If you did get a slightly lower low, it would probably make the trade setup stronger. Just because we love slightly lower low double bottoms because they are the best performers. So, incredible day of requests. I can't believe y'all. I know we've been looking at some of these, but dude, they're just great. This is where the opportunity could be. All these M shapes, all the things we look for. I feel so proud. It's like you're taking in the lessons. You're taking in the lessons, man. I'm super proud. You're learning. And it's extremely fulfilling. So thank you for that. Vincent wants hover. A little bit of hover right now. HOVR, that's like aerospace defense. New Horizon aircraft, like a competitor to ACHR. I love this, how it's skating along this 200 moving average. Now that's not end all be all or anything, but they are kind of trying to really reaccumulate here. What are they doing? Anything above 163 might be really good. I mean, like they might be like 1, 2, 3ing this. I wish we were closer to 164. I do. But because your risk management here might be really tough. Like, oh, what are you gonna do? Have a stop loss at 181? They'll make it a lot harder because you get a better entry at 163. But yeah, I mean, it does look like they're reaccumulating here. I don't have to post a trade setup on it for me to say it looks good, and you'd probably be targeting for 326. You're uptrending. You're in an uptrend, man. You had a big, massive correction in this long-term uptrend, and buyers are regaining their footing, and you're witnessing more than before locally. They're recapturing the 200. I love it above 163. Okay, it does look really good, actually. HOVR Vincent, man. I have the Trevor Vincent, man. Let me just post this. Just gonna ping everyone on it. I don't have to post up formal trade setups on everything. Okay, but I like it. I do like it above 163. Okay, type in the chat. Put him in the man. If you're enjoying the live stream, this extremely educational, thought-provoking, insightful live stream, hit the like button, that bell, a sub. Hypes in the chat. Okay. That was the last request. We freaking did it, man. And Wits was the last contribution 12 minutes ago. Okay, well, there you go, man. Bitcoin. We just need to break $73,800 and we will be golden for way higher. 80s, early 90s, possibly, if we can break it. All right. We had the Godly, we had the 786 and the 1414 confluence that increased our power levels to over 9,000. And now we're so close, man, to going Super Saiyan. We just got to break this one last resistance, and do not be demoralized. Do not be fearful if we do reverse here, because no matter where we go, as long as we're pivoting above the previous minor discernible swing low on the 4 hour, which is like 66.3, you are good, man. Like you're good. Like you're in great shape no matter where we pull back to. So as long as it stays above 66, even if it went to like 65, it would still technically be okay. Like you'd still have a valid setup for maybe higher. So it's just like, man, that could be painful. But very close to a huge breakout. We're on breakout watch. What do you want from me, man? Went live early to disclose all this, to I don't know, to talk about it. And we are in Power Hour, but Power Hour will be concluding in less than 10 minutes. It is leg day today for me, so I'm about to die, but the good news is it's massage day too. So, but that's kind of like another good reason why I'm live right now, is because like I don't want to like do leg day and then do a massage and then right after that go live. Like that's just not going to be fun. So military offensive ongoing by Kurdish forces in Iraq. They've launched a ground military offensive into Iran. Okay, so literally everyone's piling on against Iran. It's over for Iran, dude. They're cooked, man. There's like nothing they can do. They're not gonna win. We're using submarines for the first time since World War II to sink battleships. I mean, they are so cooked, man. And we're not even using our alien spaceship technology. Like we don't even have to. Not even close. Yeah, Sokola. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. What's up, Nick? Damn. Thank you, dude. What's up, baby genius, man? Thank you, dude. The militia. Get your musket out or be destroyed. What is that, a telescope on your musket? Joe the Brown, man. That's right. 2 requests, 2 setups. If they play out, hype king for you in the Discord, okay? Hold me to it, because a lot of times we'll forget, because we just rolling with it every day. What's up, Joshua, man? Joshua. Met him in Vegas. Good man. Smack coming in from the Maldives. What's up, dude? It's beautiful, isn't it? Or is it? No, it is. It should be beautiful right now, right? Can't remember. Sorry, man. Just like, okay. What about, wait, didn't we like, peanut kernels? Peanut kernel futures? Peanut kernel futures. Oh no, it's dumping. I mean, it's not like, right, we have the setup. It's like there, but like, yeah, it's falling on deaf ears. No one's bidding on it yet. I mean, there's plenty that can happen down here, but like everything's stage is set, right? I mean, peanut kernel futures, just revisiting it, and they could take it back down to 77.50, 77.78. So when diabetes, the diabetes award goes to chat. You're all getting diabetes. Type in the chat. Take some drugs and you won't have it anymore. So, okay. So everyone have your alerts set up above $73,805. So we can all have synchronized alerts. So when they go off, we can all think about each other and be like, I'm thinking about the community, man. And you're thinking about me. when you hear the beep, okay? When you're eating dinner, when you're taking your kid to baseball practice, when you're changing out a light bulb, whatever you're doing, when the alert goes off, we're all synchronized, okay? Oh, sorry, I was on the main screen, my bad. Well, anyway, so thanks for coming out. Appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Wits, Vincent, y'all killed it, man. Touch on top Jesuses. And I'll just be back. So until next time, respect the T. A.